What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the insane situations people get themselves into when it comes to automobile loans. And in addition to that, we're going to talk about when you overpay for a vehicle and you wind up upside down, aka negative equity. Let's get into it.
A 2021 Nissan Sentra. She contacted me on social media. She owes almost $40,000 on a 2021 Nissan Sentra.
All right, let's pause it right there really quick. I mean, this is already some diabolical and nasty work. 2021 Nissan Sentra and the customer owes over $40,000 for a Nissan Sentra. I mean, that's like basically one of Nissan's smaller compact vehicles. I think it's the Versa is the smallest, and then the next up from the Versa is the Nissan Sentra. Um, like I said, this must have been a situation where they rolled over some negative equity from a previous purchase, because I don't see how you could have a 2021 Nissan Sentra and owe over $40,000 anyway else. But let's get into it.
With almost 60,000 miles. This has probably got to be the worst one yet. So let's give her a call and see how I can help.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer.
Yes.
So I'm calling about that 2021 Nissan Sentra that you sent me the information on Instagram. That you said you're trying to get out of it. You don't have a lot of money down. And I just want to kind of help me understand, how was this car 40,000? Did you roll over negative equity? Did you sell it for 40? Kind of help me understand that.
Yeah, so I had went to this, it was like an open auction type of thing or something like that. I don't know what it is. It was just people they're from Florida, and they came down to Tampa with used cars, but that are basically relatively new, like newer, like year. And they just decided to, check my credit, whatever, and they decided to see if I got approved for it through my credit. And I guess they took out a loan, or I have no idea what happened, and they just took out a loan from Capital Auto Finance for $40,000. And now when I got the app and everything, and it showed up on my payments and stuff like that, it said that I'm projected to pay off the full 40,000 when the car, it says I have to pay 22 on the actual car. So I guess they added all that extra stuff. So I'm projected to pay it off on 2029, and now I'm stuck paying a car note that's 18%.
How much is your car note for the Nissan Sentra?
It's 560.
Okay, and your insurance is how much?
Currently don't have insurance on it right now.
Okay.
It's just sitting there.
And
yeah, I'm not using the car.
Got you. And your credit is not, I mean, is it good? Is it bad? Is it decent?
It was at 700, but it did go down to, I think, about I'm at 680, around there.
Okay, 680. All right. And do you have consistent income? How much do you make a month?
3,000.
3,000. Okay. 3,000 a month, 680. So you have decent credit. You have good income. So, but you didn't trade in a car for this car when you bought it. How long ago did you buy it?
No, I did actually. I had a 2003 Mazda,
Okay.
and I gave it to them, and they took off an extra 3,000 for the Mazda that I gave them.
Okay. So I guess my thing is, when did you buy it? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
In November?
November. So this was recent. So a 2021 Nissan Sentra with 59,000 miles, right?
Yes, about that, yeah.
Right. Would retail last November or last year should have been right around like maybe 16, 17. I'm just trying to figure out how we got to, you said $40,000 was the purchase price?
They gave me the loan for 40,000, but the car is worth. I went to my bank to try to refinance the car, and they said that the numbers are still a little too high. They said that car is worth about 18,000 in reality. But it says I owe 20, the car is 22,000 I have left to pay off from it. But the loan they gave me for 40,000.
I got you. So what I'm seeing is from the payoff thing, it says you have $36,000 remaining, and you've paid about $4,000 of it, right? And right now the trade-in value for this car is going to be right around $14,000. So you're looking.
Ooh, so we do 36,000 she owes minus the 14,000. What's that? Ain't my math. 24. Is that 18,000 in negative equity?
at almost like 20, some thousand in negative equity. Right? They give you money back when they did the loan. Like, I just don't understand like how they made $10,000-15,000 profit on you.
I have no idea. I don't even know what happened. I really don't know.
I've never heard. This is like the craziest situation I've ever heard of. Like how she got on the hook for over 40,000 for a 2021 Nissan Sentra with 60,000 miles, and she still owes over $36,000 for this vehicle. That's insane.
I just, at this point, I think I'm just gonna have to just call Capital and tell them to pick up the car. I don't even know, and I'm gonna be stuck with that, right? That bill.
Right?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? With no money down, with a 680 credit score, I will tell you Capital One is one of the better banks where they try to work out financial distress or any sort of financial issues you may have. So you can call them and maybe get like 2 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months of deferred payments or payments cut in half until you get back on your feet. There is no way of you getting out this car without putting money down, unless you just tell them to come pick it up, because every car you're gonna buy, they're gonna need at least $10,000, maybe $15,000 to roll you over into something that they don't have to carry like, $20,000-25,000 in negative equity. So I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the craziest deal I've seen where a car that's worth, 16, 17,000 was able to be sold and financed for $40,000.
Yeah, I don't know what type of dealer. She says it was some type of auction like dealer in Florida. They finessed the hell out of her, boy. That's why it's so important. Like I said, if you're not educated on, auto financing or anything when it comes to making a big purchase, get someone who knows what they're talking about so they can look over the deal for you before you sign up, before you sign your name on a dotted line, and now you're in a situation like this young lady where you're on the hook for over $40,000 for a vehicle that was never even worth 20 grand in the first place.
That's insane. The way out of this, yes, would be to return the car. Your credit will get hit. They will sell it at auction for like maybe 14, 15 grand. You'll owe the rest. You can make a payment plan with them. In the meantime, you can just buy a cash car and thug it out until, your credit gets better, or you settle that account with them.
I mean, how horrible is this in the long run for me? I understand this situation is, yeah, it is crazy, but I don't even know. I'm so young. Like, I don't even know what the fuck happened. Like,
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. So,
And this is considered my first, actual, I thought I was doing, everything was going good, and I thought I could do something better for myself, and I don't know.
Yeah, we're just going to pause it here because it's a little lengthy. But my advice would be for her to honestly, like he said, maybe get a second part-time job, get you a cash car for maybe 3 grand, and just continue to pay this note until it's paid off. Because like I said, if this, goes on you to your credit as a repossession, man, that's going to stay on your credit for at least 7 years. Let's get into the next story.
EV you got? Let's go ahead and talk
Yes,
about
sir.
it. All right, you are upside down big time.
Man, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, only $100,000. Hey, Anthony, how are you? This is Yusuf.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. So I'm calling about the Hummer EV you got. Let's go ahead and talk
Yes,
about
sir.
it. All right, you are upside down big time.
Man, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, only $100,000, right?
Exactly.
How many miles are on it?
11,000.
Let's pause it right here. I could already tell you what happened in this situation. I remember when those Hummer EVs first came out and they hit the dealer lot. The dealers jacked up the price on those cars so much. They had those Hummers going for 180, 200, $220,000, and people were actually buying these things. I bet you he bought at the top of the market, overpaid, and that's why he's in the situation he's in now. But let's continue.
11,000 miles. All right, so tell me what ideally what do you want out of the situation, because you said you owe 168,000, and right now MMR and wholesale
You got to think about 168,000. You could buy a house for that amount of money.
is right around 78, 79,000.
Exactly, yeah. So, like I said, I bought the vehicle, when the Hummer first came out, essentially when they were marked up over 200,000 at the time. especially when gas prices were really high last year, and some for about 150, and I was the cheapest one in the U.S. at the time. And I jumped on it and got it. I actually had two vehicles. I had a BMW X6 that was brand new, and I had a Silverado that was pretty new as well. So I traded both those in, but I was negative on both of them. So I added that negative equity. Talk about a crap show. Put about $25,000 down, and I think that obviously what helped the sale. I honestly should have walked out of there. I was at a pretty big dealership, not even got a higher interest rate than I've ever received, which is about 10% interest rate on the vehicle.
Let me tell you, from my videos, 10% is like 1% compared to everybody that's been calling in.
All right.
Yeah. What were your payments on the?
Never, especially with these hybrid vehicles, you never buy them. The technology is too new and it's constantly changing, man. You buy a hybrid. I'm not a hybrid. You buy an electric vehicle, it's 100% lease, or you're going to get killed with that the depreciation hits. Always lease, never buy electric vehicles.
Hummer.
Now it's at 3,300.
I like it. I want it. Let's say I'll offer you 79 for it. Sight unseen. It looks like it's in good condition. You owe 168. We're about $90,000 in negative equity underneath. How would we tackle that? So you can come up with 40 grand cash or $48,000 down, or you said 20?
I said 20, correct.
Okay. 20,000. So right now we'll still be at around 70,000. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know how I could tackle this for you, especially even if I referred you to somebody who could get you into another EV with even the incentives. Let's say there's $25,000 in incentives with your 20 grand down. Like you said, it's 45,000. You still have to roll over a good bit, about $30,000 more. So ideally, you would need at least $40,000 to $50,000 down to get out of this Hummer. Maybe George, maybe George over at JNS has has some bigger pockets, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell you the same thing.
That's why I was saying, I was like, get ready for the worst situation probably you've ever seen. It's, and like I said, I mean, usually, I'm into cars. I buy cars. I love cars, but I didn't think about my negative equity on my other vehicles. So I just couldn't fathom how a bank could allow me to roll that much negative equity. Pretty much almost, 200%. They finance 200% loan to value on a vehicle. To me, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, brother, I'm stuck at 79. Even if I could push it to 80, we're still far away from getting a deal.
Yeah.
So.
No, that makes sense. I mean, like I said, even if I was returning it back to the bank, I'm still required, whatever they sell it off at auction, I'm still required to pay that rest of it.
But yeah, brother, well, I really do appreciate the call. Yeah, I wish.
This is absolutely insane. Like, he sounds like a pretty intelligent guy. I don't know how he got himself in this situation where he is, $90,000 in negative equity on a Hummer. That's insane. And he had a payment of $3,300 a month. Well, let's do the math on that real quick. $3,300 a month. How much is that? That's $40,000 a year just in car payments. That don't include insurance. That don't include gas. Man, he's got to be doing somewhat well to be able to even swing a note like that.
Me to try to figure out how to get rid of their negative equity on their 2019 Toyota Camry. They have about 91,000 miles. The loan is for $26,000, and right now they're getting offers between $18,000 and $19,000. So they're about.
Okay, just initially from the onset, from what I'm hearing, this doesn't sound like too bad of a deal. Like I said, Camrys hold their value pretty well. They shouldn't be underwater too bad compared to the other stories we've already watched. So let's get into it.
$6,000 underneath. Let's give them a call and see how I can help.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? This Yusuf, the car dealer?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I got caught up, but we're trying to get out.
All good. So, how do you say your name?
Arinze, Arinze.
All right, Mr. Arinze. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you. So I'm calling about your Toyota Camry that you are trying to figure out, how to get out of it. I know you have a little bit of negative equity, about 6,000 or 7,000. So let's talk about it. By the way, I love the fact that you broke down your credit score, your monthly payments, how much you make, what the loan is. Thank you very much for making my job easier.
Trust me, I've been trying to figure this thing out. So I'm like, look, at this point, I'm just giving all the facts and stuff. So.
No. So you bought it in 2020. Do you remember what the total price of the car was?
It was like 33.
Did you put any money down on the 33,000?
Did not. I did
Okay.
not put any money down. It was like a liquidation sale situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they did the whole look at this hand, don't look at that hand kind of thing. So.
Gotcha. So you have an 802 on Experian, 786 on Equifax, and 801 on TransUnion. You have amazing credit.
Yeah, credit is top tier.
MMR, and it's showing about $19,000 for the car, and you owe about $26,000, correct?
Okay, yeah, he's not in that bad of a situation at all. Like I said, he owes 26. The car's worth about 19, so that's about 7,000 in negative equity. I mean, like I said, he could easily even if he came with a few $1,000s, and maybe got like a hybrid or electric vehicle with some type of incentive, he should be okay.
That's correct.
Okay, so you're about $6,000 to $7,000 underneath. There are several ways you can tackle the negative equity. I know you posted on the Lasso, and what was the highest offer you got on the Lasso?
5.
Okay.
Something like that.
I think if you give it some more time, a dealer should give you maybe 19.5, maybe 20. I know you're in the early stages. We've been very grateful for the overwhelming amount of people that have posted their car on the Lasso and the freedom to post on a marketplace that multiple dealers are giving them high offers. You have 2 owners, 2 accidents on your car, so accidents are kind of hurting your value. You do have a good car that's very retailable, meaning a lot of dealers would love it. You got 91,000 miles, it's an XSE, so it's a good trim. Good credit, sounds like you got great income, and you have a really good car. So the first thing you can do is, leave it on the Lasso for maybe another week and see if somebody offers you maybe 20, maybe 21, and then just pay the 5 or 6 grand difference and just get out of it. The second thing you can do, you are a very good candidate for rolling over this negative equity into a lease. There are several lease options, especially when it comes to electric vehicles, like Mercedes is a great example, the EQSs, EQEs, and EQBs. Their incentives are crazy right now. So you're talking a potential saving of $15,000, maybe $20,000. So that would definitely eat up the negative equity. But you will have a high monthly payment unless you put a big down payment. If you want to get into something new, I think you're a great candidate to go into a lease and absorb the negative equity through the incentives because you qualify with credit, or just kind of leave it on the Lasso for a little bit, and another dealer will give you a higher offer.
Gotcha. Yeah, someone had just introduced to me the whole lease option. I didn't know that was an option until recently.
Okay.
Just in the beginning of it, so I've just been kind of taking a breather, putting it.
Yeah, like I said, overall his situation is not that bad at all. Like I said, good credit. Doesn't have too much in negative equity, 6 to 7 grand. Like I said, he can either he's on the Lasso app, see if he can get a maybe 2021 for the vehicle and then pay off the 5 to 6 grand, or like you said, there's certain vehicles, hybrid or electric vehicles, that have a lot of lease incentives, and he can get the negative equity absorbed that way.
Cullinan, he owes almost $400,000, pays $5,000 a month, and is upside down big time and wants to get out of it. Let's see what can be
Nasty work here.
done. Hey Daniel, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer.
I'm good. How you doing, Yusuf?
I'm doing good. So I'm calling about the Rolls-Royce Cullinan you got. It's a 2022. I think the message I got said 2021, but the VIN number says 2022. I love the orange interior. So tell me what you got, man. What you got going on?
Yeah, man, I got a car like 2 years ago. I got paid like $384, and and trying to get rid of it, and I wanted to see what you could do for me. You know what I'm saying? I saw you on YouTube.
How much money did you put down?
I put like 15, 20 down on it.
All right.
Damn, only 15 to 20,000 down on almost a $400,000 car. My lord, that's what that payment is. Outrageous. 5 bands.
Trying to get out of that. Pay $5,000 a month. For the car.
You got to think about that. Average American doesn't even make 5,000 gross a month. My man got a car payment for 5 bands a month.
Wood Forest, bank, whatever.
Wood Forest or Woodside is the bank?
Woodside.
I know, good. I'm about to say, man, Wood Forest, that's the bank in Walmart. So, no, you good. So 40,000 miles. You've been driving.
40,000. That's high mileage for a Rolls-Royce. He been living in that thing. I guess so with that that 5,000 monthly payment.
Driving a lot. Dang, Mr. Daniel, where you going?
Man, I just, I can move around a little bit, man.
Yeah, but yo, $5,000 a month for a car, that's crazy. Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, it's killing me. It's killing me.
Says you're in Miami, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, cool. I mean, I love the color. The orange on the inside looks beautiful. No accidents. Uh, I mean, right now my offer, 40,000 miles is a lot for the Rolls-Royce. I'll probably be at like 275. So you said you owe $380,000. Can you send me the payoff right quick?
Do it. I mean, do you need it now? Because right now I'm driving and traffic.
Okay. No, it's all good. I'll just send it. Text me after the payoff so we can make $105,000 underneath. So whoever offered you before offered you $40,000 lower. But yeah, man, you ain't got no money down to eat up the negative equity.
Be honest. Right now, you know, I'm dealing with a lot right now. I really need to get rid of this car. You know, my son just got caught up in something. He got 30 years. I got to try to make sure he's good. So, you know, I really don't, you know, I just want to get rid of this car. And I saw your video on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
So I reached out to do for you.
You said your son got 30 years? I'm sorry about that, man.
30 years, yeah.
Well, I hope.
It happened the other day, so I'm trying to figure out, you know, what can I do? You know, I need to get a pill and all that. So all the money I got, I'm trying to, you know, I just need to get rid of this car. You know?
Yeah, he in a rough situation trying to, help his son out. He just got 30 years and he's trying to appeal. He gonna have a probably majority of bulk of his money is gonna be tied up in lawyer fees. He probably just gonna have to take the hit on this Rolls Royce, man. Maybe he got gap insurance on that thing, man. Take that thing down East Atlanta. You know.
Yeah. There's a service that I partnered up and helped develop called The Lasso. I mean, you could try to post it there.
I sold my Audi on that before, you know.
Oh, that's what's up. You sold an Audi. Okay, perfect. Yeah. You get $5,000 more. Maybe somebody might offer you like $280. Maybe George at J&S, he's got a dealership in New Jersey. Yusuf sent you. He probably give you a lot more than I can, but you have to have some money down to figure out how to get out this negative equity.
Can I? My mind's all over the place, man. You know, everything is happening. Can I get back with you with that?
Yeah, that's fine, man. All right, look, just let me know. I'll send you the pictures. And these pictures you sent me, you took them or somebody else took them?
Yes, I took them.
Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, Mr. Daniel, let me know. I'll follow up and I'll send you the information for JNS, all right?
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Beautiful car though, man. I love that burnt orange interior on that Rolls. But man, $5,000 a month car payment, man. That's crazy. That's why even when you up and everything is going good in life, you still gotta remember to try to live a little bit lean, because you never know how life can turn just like that, man.
$80,000 for a 3 Series. All right, welcome to the.
Man, these car prices are getting out of control. We got a 2024 BMW 3 Series. They went $80,000. 3 Series. Keep in mind, this is not the M3. I think this is a 340. $1,500 a month for a 3 Series. Not an M.
First official episode of the Car Help Hotline. I'm going to be showcasing random people, the good, the bad, the ugly, in car deals, the car market, car insurance claims. So these are going to be randomized. It's not going to be everybody, so don't blow up my DMs, please. If you do want one-on-one consultation for car negotiation or just car advice, click the link in the bio and schedule a time to talk with me on my Calendly. Anyways, a customer calling from Denver. She's being charged $8,000 or $9,000 over a brand new 2024 BMW 3.
Hello.
Hey, Kim, how are you?
Good, Yusuf. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderful. So, I appreciate you reaching out to me. You are on the first official episode of the Car Help Hotline. Congratulations.
Awesome. Oh, good. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what you're doing this to me? I just have trust issues.
Nah, not at all. Well, no trust issues here. So, the trust issue you should have is with this dealership because, wow. All right, so you're trying to get a 2024 BMW M340i X-Drive. Great car, by the way. Amazing. It's super fun, super fast. I just want to know, before we get into the deal, can you tell me your credit score and your income?
We're at a 720, and right now I'm making like $6,000 monthly after taxes.
Okay, perfect. This 2024.
Okay, so $6,000 a month. The taxes, she's probably around about 100 grand, 110 grand a year, maybe a little bit less. $1,500 a month though, when you only got 6,000 net, man, that's over 25% of your income on a car. It's not smart.
3 Series. Is this the only car you looked at?
Honestly, Cadillac, still looking like at the CT5Es and stuff, but out of all the ones I looked at, this was the one that's kind of been convincing me the most.
Okay, so let's break down the deal, right? So the deal sheet that you sent me, off the door price with fees and everything, is going to be $79,106. I'm telling you right now, that is super excessive. Caught my eye was they're selling the car for $67,130. I'm trying to figure out is they're charging you $7,100 for just accessories and products. You said that was for a warranty?
The gap's like 500, and then like the
These insane dealer markups. Car was really 67, 68 grand, and they got almost $12,000 in extra warranties and accessories. Should be criminal.
72-month term for the warranty on 100K miles would be like 5,600.
Your monthly payment is going to end up being $1,200, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Freaking crazy.
It is very crazy. So I'm glad you called me, Kim. So I definitely would halt the brakes on this deal. Now, you did get approved with BMW Financial Services, and the sell rate is at 4.49%, right? You have good credit. I would advise, if you wanted to go with this dealership, I would definitely tell them to remove the warranty. If it's a brand new car, you have warranty. What do you need another warranty for?
They're saying that it only like covers up to like 3 years.
That's incorrect. Coverage warranty lasts up to 4 years, 50,000 miles. So whoever said 3 years, maybe they're talking about bumper to bumper, but the powertrain, I'm pretty sure is 4 years or 50,000 miles. It's not worth $6,000 to add an additional couple years. I'm sorry. Sell rate. So I'm assuming this is a different dealership than BMW. So maybe they just bumped up your rate a little bit. But typically, if you're buying all these products and accessories, they should be a little bit more generous on the sell rate. Definitely recommend thinking about the budget of this car because it's going to be $1,200. Let's say insurance $300 a month. It's $1,500 a month. Right. So that's going to be a quarter of your income just on this car, right?
And when you think about that, doesn't even factor in gas. So that could be another $200-300 a month. You're looking at $1,800, almost $2,000 a month for a 340, and she's bringing in about $6,000 after taxes. She got to find a cheaper car.
This depreciation on this BMW is going to be insane. Next year is probably going to be worth, $10,000 to $15,000 less, maybe. Yeah, exactly.
I know.
So I would definitely maybe rethink two things, right? Maybe looking into a lease, so you could just possibly get into the same kind of car for $400, $500 a month. If you don't drive a lot, shop around. You have this deal sheet. Recommend doing this deal? No. I would definitely go back to the negotiation table. If you want, Kim, I can help. This is obviously this call is free, but I can help with the negotiation services. If you want, you can book a time on the Calendly on the link in my bio. A lesser payment or less interest, or even like remove some of these products and accessories if you're interested in that. But if you want the free advice, I would shop around, go to other BMW dealerships. Be like, I want to kind of look at my options and see what I can get. But this deal as it sits right now, it's a no-go. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he gave her some solid advice. She definitely needs to be patient and shop around because they're definitely trying to add a lot of extra tax to the deal.
Sell 4 of his cars. He has a Mercedes, a BMW X5M. He also has a 5 Series and a Rubicon. He owes over $200,000, pays almost $6,000 a month. So let's give him a call.
This sounds like a situation where he's probably doing some type of rental car service like Turo, high end, and he's rented these vehicles out. This was really big during the pandemic. A lot of people were getting into Turo rentals and things like that. They purchased these cars at the top end of the auto market, and now that things are cooling off with prices, and as far as people are having a lot of issues with Turo, with renters damaging their cars. They're having a hard time getting money back from insurance claims. So it sounds like he's found himself in a little bit of a bind.
How are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer.
Hey, man. Yeah, there you go. What's up, man? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, man. So I'm calling for your fleet. I need to get them all.
All right, man. I got a lot going, man. I also got another situation that I didn't mention. I totaled my i8.
Okay.
And to be honest, it drives, man. Everything. I don't think it should have been totaled out, but they totaled it out. I still owe 65 on it, which is bad, but insurance offered me close to 50 for it, which leaves 15,000, and I didn't have gap on that car.
Should have got the gap, brother. Should have got the gap.
I can put a gap on it. Did not do it. So I have that $15,000 gap on it, but I still feel like it's a good car for sure.
Okay. Now, quick question. So, I mean, do you do Turo? These are just your personal vehicles? Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, so I started on Turo, and then I started pretty much just renting them out personally.
Okay.
And I've done it for going on 2 years. Up and down, a lot of maintenance. But I'll say it was good. I don't think I had it organized as well as it should have been going into it. So I just kind of need to start over. And to be honest, I should have purchased property before I got these cars. So
Let's say about over $200,000 in these cars, right?
yep.
I was curious, man. What are your monthly payments total for all of them?
Yeah, I'm a little over $7,000. Yep.
$7,000 a month.
Well, it was $1,200 too.
Got you, man. So you probably make real good money then. So let's go through the. So for the Wrangler, it's tastefully modded. I do like the fact that you got some rims on it. Anything else done on the inside, or is pretty much stock?
Yeah, it has a pretty good kind of subwoofers that back there, man.
Okay.
The sound is pretty damn good. It has extended warranty as well.
Okay.
That one has extended warranty. The X6 has extended warranty, and the 530 has extended warranty.
Rubicon will be right around 31,000. The 530IE, those are tough sells, around 18,000. The AMG 43, 28,000. And then the X6M, I think, how many miles were on that one? I think that was 82,000. Okay. I'm going to be right around probably 22 for that one. You know what? I think since you have the nice color, I'll do 24. So total right now, we're looking right about, let me get my calculator out so I can tell you. 31 plus 18 plus 28 plus 24. And negative equity, you got to pay up. I'm assuming, it sounds like you make good money. Do you have any money down to kind of offset the negative equity or not?
Nah, to be honest, man, the situation I'm doing with the real estate is really tying up my excess fund. So,
okay.
I'm trying to make it out.
I got you.
Without, a down payment over.
I got you. Yeah, so that's gonna be impossible, and especially for me, I gotta offer you trade-in value. I did a little bit more on the X5M or X6M because it's a special color. So you're gonna have to come up with at least $100,000 to get out these cars. But I do.
He gonna need 100 bands to come up out this deal. Like I said, it sounds like he rushed into this Turo business without really fully understanding the commitment that was involved. Add that to the fact that he probably bought these cars at the top of the market, and now, like I said, he's in a situation where he said he has most of his money tied up in real estate, and even with the trade value that the dealer can offer him, he's still a negative 100,000 in the hole.
I've been working on this software and service that I finally launched. It's called The Lasso. It's basically a website in which you can post your car, and not only me but other dealers can.
And about 100K.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to roll over 100. I'm even with the negative equity for other one, man. For the Beamer, you 24,000 underneath on that one. The AMG, you about 14,000. I'm sorry, 24. No, yeah, 14,000. The 530, you're over 20, and then the other one you're 20. So like I said, you're about 100 grand in negative equity. It's gonna be hard to roll that over. But what I'm saying is, it might be less. Let's say another dealership offers you collectively 20,000 more, right? I'm not saying that's the average. Typically, people offer $2,000 to $3,000 more than what I can, especially big dealers. But if you add that up, that's $12,000 more. So it'd be less out of your pocket. So definitely check out The Lasso.
Man, definitely send me the link to it.
Yes, sir. I'll do that right now. And also the link is in the bio. So if it's easier for you, you can just click my link tree.
Yeah, he's gonna have to come up with some money, or he's gonna be stuck with these vehicles. Maybe he can rent them out for a little bit longer until he gets some funds tied back, or get some more of the funds he has tied back in real estate back into his account, and maybe he can try to offset some of that negative equity. But until then, yeah, he's up shit's creek without a paddle. But let me know what you think in the comments. Have you ever purchased a vehicle? And if so, how much negative equity have you had when you went to trade in that vehicle? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.